Guys, welcome to another one. What's on the menu today is oats. I'll be sharing 4 different recipes that you can make for breakfast with this amazing ingredient that you need to include in your breakfast menu if you haven't already. Oats are among the healthiest grains on earth. They are a gluten-free, whole grain, and a great source of important vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants. So guys, our first oat recipe is homemade granola. Granola is a healthy breakfast supplement comprised of rolled oats, flavorful dry fruits, and sugar substitutes. Majority of people opt for honey, and here I used dates, as you'll see. Besides, it may also contain wholesome grains, seeds, and nuts. In addition, granola consists of essential nutrients like iron, protein, fiber, and micronutrients to fulfill the body's everyday nutrition needs. And guys, I'll be sure to link all the ingredients that I use down on the description box below together with the measurements, so be sure to check that out. So here I started by removing the seeds from my dates. I use dates to sweeten my granola. You can also use sugar. So I'm going to be putting my oats in my oven, and I'm going to be roasting them for 15 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. And as I roast, I'm just going to crush my nuts and seeds, and I'm going to save some. I'm not going to crush all of them, just for some crunch. So here I used the meal option for my blender, and I'm going to crush the nuts and seeds, and I'm going to add them into my oats. And remember to stir your oats even as they roast. And if you don't have an oven, guys, you don't need to sweat it. You can still use a pan for this. It works better. It works as well. So here I just added my nuts, and I'm just mixing them in. Here I'm adding some cinnamon powder. This gives our oats a very nice flavor. And here I'm just adding my coconut flakes, and I'm just stirring them in and putting it back and roasting all the ingredients for about 15 more minutes. So here I'm just crushing my dates, and this was my sweetener option. You can also use honey for these, as I said earlier. So here I used about 2 cups of dates, and I blended them with about a 1/4 cup of water. And here I'm just adding 2 tablespoons of sunflower oil, and I'm just going to mix this up very nicely. And I'm going to put it back into my oven to roast for a further 5 minutes. And it's ready once you see a light brown color. So here I'm just adding my sultanas, my raisins, my chia seeds. I didn't want to cook them since they're already ready. These are dried fruits. So here I'm just cooling it completely, and then I'm going to transfer it into an airtight jar. You can also use Ziplock bags to store this, and this can last you up to a month. So next on our list is mini granola yogurt bars. And here I used about 2 cups of my homemade granola that I've already made, and I added a 1/4 cup of water. Stir this in and cook for about 5 minutes, and it's ready once you start to see it sticky. At that point, you can take it off the heat. As you can see, it's become sticky here. So I'm just going to turn off the heat and start assembling my mini granola bars. So here I used storage containers. You can use a bigger one or smaller one depending on the portion you want to make. And here I'm just adding them in, and be sure to leave enough space to fit in the oats, the yogurt, and the fruit that we're going to be topping it with, and to also leave some space to lock it or to secure the lid. So here I'm just heating some raspberries and some black grapes. These are local, you can find them anywhere. As you've seen, the process I made our chia jam with, this is the same process. I just didn't put in chia seeds here since they're already in the granola. So here I'm just adding in my homemade yogurt, which you should go and watch the video. I've already made it. If you guys have not watched my homemade yogurt video, please go watch it. This is the same yogurt I'm using for these mini granola bars. So here I'm just topping it with some fruit. And here I heated them on the pan just to release those nice juices. You've got to add some sugar, spice, and everything nice. You guys know by now. So I'm just topping it up with some fruit just to add some little flavor. And the color popped really nicely here, as you can see. And what I'll do here, I'm going to make patterns with my fork. Yeah, we've got to have some fun with our ingredients, don't we? So here you can make some patterns of your choice, and we're going to be putting these in the freezer, guys. So this is going to be a nice frozen snack. And yogurt is quite good once frozen. If you let it thaw down just a little, wow, these were very tasty, guys. So I'm just covering them here, securing the lid, and I'm going to be putting them in my freezer for about 6 hours. And these make a very good snack. So I put them in my freezer for about 6 hours, and these were 6 hours later. Wow, look at that pop of color. Doesn't this look amazing? They tasted amazing too as well, I can assure you guys. These were so scrumptious. Look at that. And you can always pack them in storage containers and carry them to work. Just wait for the yogurt to thaw down before you enjoy them. Next on our list is overnight oats. I cannot even stress enough how overnight oats are a great breakfast option. And they are very easy to make, guys. All these recipes that I'm sharing here are very easy to make. So I just added my granola in my cups. You can use any other bowl of choice. And basically what we do is just leave them overnight. So you can add some granola, you can add some seeds at this point. And I added some milk here and some yogurt on the side. And just add enough milk to cover the oats. Cover them and leave them, put them aside until the next morning. I made mine in the evening, waited it out, and I enjoyed them in the morning. This was the next day in the morning, and they are ready. And you can always toast these in your microwave just to warm it up a little bit. And you can always top it with any topping of choice. One of my cups, I put some peanut butter, and in the other, I put some raspberries and my chia jam. These slapped, guys, on a different level. You need to try this. If you haven't tried any granola recipes, this one you must try. Next on our list is Oat Banana Cookies. This was by far the easiest recipe that I made using oats. You just need 4 very ripe bananas and oats. That's it. It's a 2-ingredient recipe. It was very easy to make. And if you don't have an oven, you also don't need to sweat it. You can still use a pan. So here I'm just mashing my bananas until they're very smooth. And here I'm adding 2 cups of rolled oats. These oats were not cooked. These are just plain oats. I use the Oatbix brand. And these are the jumbo oats. So I mixed them in, formed a little circle using one of my cups, and lined them on my baking tray or baking dish. You can also use parchment paper beneath this to prevent it from sticking, or aluminium foil. But since I was in a hurry, I just put them as they were. And they're ready. This was about 20 minutes later. I baked these oat cookies at 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. And these slapped differently, especially when I topped them up with this chia jam. Delicious. It was so scrumptious, guys. You need to try this. It's so easy to make, and it just took me 30 minutes and it was ready. These are very good option for breakfast, even for snacks, for kids. Wow, you need to try this. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed these easy oats recipes that are very easy to make. The ingredients are very easy to find and they're not as expensive. It's a very good, healthy breakfast option. I used to bypass these oats every time I went to the supermarket and I found them on the aisles. I never bought them, but once I discovered these recipes, guys, I have not had enough. And that's why I want you guys to enjoy the same convenience that I did by trying out these easy oat recipes. It's a very healthy breakfast option. If you're looking for breakfast options and you're looking to vary from the normal regular bread that we eat every day, this, I promise, is a very interesting, nutritious option for you. You should try it. And we promise to bring you nothing but the best. And that is why you should consider pressing that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And for my returning subscribers, you guys definitely know by now that you're my sugar, spice, and everything nice. And I noticed that some of you viewers, most of you guys who view me, you've not subscribed. Why do you guys do me like that? Why? Why do you guys do me like that? Please press that subscribe button. We promise you nothing but sugar, spice, and everything nice. Join this family. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you'll be trying out any of these recipes, please let me know down in the comment section below.
Got a biscuit, got a biscuit. You don't got a biscuit, snow biscuit. Catch a biscuit, catch a biscuit. You got a snow biscuit, wow. Oh, got a biscuit, got a biscuit. You don't got a biscuit, snow biscuit. Get a biscuit, get a biscuit. You got a snow biscuit, wow.
Thank you for watching. See you on my next one.